Hey, good afternoon, everybody. You're welcome to the Psychic Spectrum radio show. I guess I should get on camera. Actually, you know what?
I'm yelling at my dog.
I know.
She's barking.
We got to get stuff.
Hello, people. How are you out there? How's your allergies treating you today? Mine sucks.
Well, welcome to the Psychic Spectrum radio show, everybody. I'm Skip.
And I'm Sha'ron, the princess of chocolate and sparkles, and yelling at my dog because usually she's quiet.
Yes.
But today she's being a little bit of a pain, but we still love her. But anyhow, it's rainy, it's cold here. There's a cold front in. We haven't got the, what do they call it, a cyclone bomb or something yet, it's supposed to get in the Pacific Northwest and that. I hope we don't get it, but I would like to see a little bit of wind. I love wind and rain, but that would be kind of cool. But other than that, it's a little chilly, more so than normal. It's down in the low 40s. JM, our hippy-dippy weather woman, hasn't been around for a while to tell us what the weather's going to be like. I mean, she has popped in, but she hasn't told us what our weather's going to be. JM, if you're listening, I need to know what to expect. It's that time of year. Linda's on. Hi, Linda. And it's Allison, Scorpio, right? Allison's on. Yeah, good.
And JM, there she is.
Oh, there she is.
Watch out for the wind.
Watch out for the wind. Okay. So at least we know. Yeah, it's supposed to, I guess it could be bad in the mountains. Here it should be like 40 miles an hour or something. I think I read. But yeah, it's like 80, 90 miles an hour in some places. That's a little bit scary. But it would be cool to see and be out in and feel the impact of the wind on you. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like at the storms at the ocean, when the wind's really blowing, you know, you could lean into it. I love that. That holds you up. I love that kind of thing. But you're getting weird. You're getting wind. I'm getting snow. Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. Well, I hate you're getting the snow.
Good for you.
Yeah. What was it? Who was it that showed a picture this morning?
Tom, over in Soap Lake.
Soap Lake. One of our
friends.
One of our friends and peeps. He's got snow on the ground. Mm-hmm. And that's just over east of the mountains, close to Moses Lake and that kind of area, if you know about that kind of area. But I mean, my goodness. Well, I guess it is November, though.
Yeah.
Getting close, it's the middle of, isn't it? Little past the middle of. So I guess it's that time of year, I guess. I'm just not ready for it. But anyway.
So we want to say hi to everybody that watches. We appreciate you watching. If you're on there with us, type it in. Just say hi from Texas or from Cincinnati or wherever you are, and just so we see people. And if you want to subscribe to the show, go to YouTube. It's the best, most stable platform out there.
That's what they say. And
search Psychic Spectrum Radio, and then click on the subscribe button, click on the little bell. You'll get a notification every time we do a show. So
I'm going to be a little suspicious if somebody says I'm from Mars.
Never know.
Where is our signal going?
So we also want to say hi to everybody that watches on the archives, because we appreciate you watching. There are people who come home from work late, and so they can't watch us live, so they'll join us on the archives. So it works out good.
We just appreciate them watching.
Yeah.
Any time of day. That's a good
So who do you want to say hi to?
Well, we got to say hi to John in Tacoma. He's probably on vacation somewhere now. I think he was going to leave on the 16th or something. So wherever you are, I hope you're having fun, staying warm. Jeannie says, hi, I'm from Venus.
And Allison says the weather is the same here in Ontario.
Oh, so it's cold there too. Yeah. I think it was supposed to affect all of us around here. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I guess I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready for the. I liked the coolness, but I wasn't ready for the cold. Cold, but I'll get used to it. But also, Johnny Dollar in New York, and Derek wherever you are, and to all the peeps at the Spectrum, 11. Well, we appreciate you. I call you all my peeps, but there's a group at the Spectrum that come locally and can be there, and we do love you. And gosh, who am I forgetting? I know I'm forgetting somebody. I always do. But there is Tom over in the snow, and Debbie hasn't checked in yet.
Nope.
Down in I can't say it. Copris Cove. Copris Cove. I don't know why I can't say that, but I can't. But anyway, so she's probably warmer than us, I would think, because it's down south, right? Yeah. So anyway, to everybody out there, whether it's across the pond, as they call it, in the UK and Australia and Ireland and Scotland and Africa and Egypt and all those places that we have people that watch us on, thank you so much. I hope you're all safe, warm, and well and happy wherever you are.
And speaking of not being able to pronounce words,
that's my life.
Our grandson, youngest grandson, I think, inherited this from you.
Oh, really?
That you inherited from your dad.
Yeah, I inherited it from my dad.
Yesterday, I was babysitting them.
I can kill the English language. I do it quite often.
Yesterday, I was babysitting them, and there was a commercial on TV at some restaurant, and they showed Eggs Benedict. And he said, "Papa," I said, "What?" He goes, "Do you eat Benelin?" I said, "Benelin?" "Yeah, those eggs, Benelin." And I said, "No, it's Eggs Benedict." And he said, Benedin. I said, Benedict. And he finally got it like the fourth or fifth time. But there was several times he said stuff wrong, and I always try to correct him so he learns. And he finally got it right, but it was interesting to watch him go through that little process.
The English language, I tell you, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's what do they call a lazy tongue? You don't want to say it. I don't know. Maybe that's my issue. I don't know. I just do. I mean, I admit it. I kill the
He's got an excuse. Sometimes. He's young, hasn't learned it.
Exactly. Yeah, I got an issue. Hey, it is what it is. You go with it.
I know. So what's your stone and everything else for today?
Okay, so looking at today, it's the 19th, right? Adds up to a 20, which is a 2. So we're working on relationships. That happy, happy day of working on you, yourself, your friends, your bank account, your life, your morals, relationships with everything. Family, friends, you name it, it's a relationship.
Yeah.
Even yourself, which I think I mentioned. But that's what a 2 is.
And with your dog and your cat.
Everything.
Your parrot.
The world, the universe, your views. I mean, we all have relationships with every facet of your life out there.
Yeah.
It really is true. And that includes religion and spirituality. Relationships with them, too. So,
yeah, that's true.
We could go forever on that. But I said to Spirit, I said, show me the stone I'm supposed to show today. So I just opened up everything, and I said to myself, whatever comes up first, that's what I'm going to take. So the one that came up first was Howlite, Howlite.
Okay, and there it is.
Yeah, it's a cool stone. It's actually a mineral, believe it or not.
Yeah.
It's not a crystal, it's a mineral. And it's calming, and it supports, with my allergies, I can't read with these dark glasses on, everything's blurry. It's calming and spiritual, and it's supportive mineral. It's a calming, spiritual, supportive mineral. I'll get it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That can also aid in emotional healing and enhance awareness and inner peace. And so that's what Spirit wants us to do today.
Okay, and that's a polished piece right there.
Yeah. Even the rough howlite, it looks exactly like that. It's just not shiny.
Oh.
And it's more...
But wait. There's more.
Yeah. There is more? Okay.
There is more.
Excuse me, friends, but my nose needs it.
Right there.
Where?
There is a
rough.
Piece.
It looks exactly like it, only it's not shiny. And so when you get shiny with it, when you do what they do to make it shiny, it just takes some of the roughness away from it, but it doesn't change the actual appearance in my eyes anyway. So the affirmation I'm going with that is, I'm grateful for the blessings in my life. And being that the world, the way it is, I do believe that there are blessings. Well, everything in my life, I have put it out there, and I believe this totally. Everything is a lesson or a blessing. You either learn from it, or you say thank you. Mm-hmm. Either way, you say thank you, but you learn from it, or you just enjoy it. But I think it's time that we count our blessings and realize what we have and what we need to finally realize. Whatever, you just got to move forward and say thank you.
That's right.
Either direction, you know what I mean?
JM says She says, Skip, your allergies are kicking up. And then she says, Sha'ron, you have allergies too.
Oh, yeah. I've had
She
allergies.
says, you have been married a long time. And Leonard joins us from the UK. And Leonard, yes, this is live.
Oh, yes, it is. Yeah.
We are live today.
Yeah.
We're in the studio.
I was fine till I was 24.
Yeah.
So was my mom. So I got this from my mom. But, yeah, allergies just kicked in at 24, and it's ridiculous. But there's, and you know, the rain doesn't help because it brings all that crap down from the upper atmosphere down to where I can breathe it. And then you've got the fall, which I believe, who was the one from Canada last week or a week or two ago said that, you know, because of the leaves on the ground, you got mold because of the rotting leaves and all that stuff.
Was it Allison said that?
I think it was Allison. I know it's from Canada. But anyway, which is all true. So that's all in the air also because the pollen right now is 0. But you still have all that stuff going on in the air that you're breathing. And,
the wet leaves.
Yeah, and it's just causing me some headache. That's what it's doing. But we shall get through
And
this.
Spencer and Karen checked in.
Oh, hello, you two.
Hope she's doing better.
Yeah.
Leonard, hold your question. We'll get to that questions in a minute, in a little bit.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, you know, just FYI for Leonard, though, that's a pretty general. We need questions because there's so much you could go into there. We need a not a general.
Are you in a relationship or not in a relationship or looking for one? Yeah. And V joined us. She's in Delaware. Yay! Hello, V.
Where is she?
Delaware.
I never can remember. I bet it's cold there too. I mean, it's fall.
Yeah.
That has to be. That's around Maine, right?
Yeah.
I mean, in that area, New Hampshire, Maine, Delaware. It's all in that area.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gotta be fall.
JM says that the wind will clear the air some.
Oh, I see what Leonard wants. Okay.
It does clear the air, but the rain brings the particles back down.
Yeah.
And so we're in trouble with that. So it's like, he can't win.
No, but the air does purify the air. After the first initial rains of the season, it does kind of it purifies it. So, and it does make breathing easier. It does. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and Carol's with us. Yay, Carol, I sent you an email. You haven't answered yet. So look for your email. Maybe it went into trash. I don't know.
Well, I don't know, and I guess you were going to call. I don't know if you did, because I don't watch you all the time.
I didn't get an answer.
Oh, okay. So did you leave a message?
I left. I emailed Carol.
Okay, so we'll wait for her to return the email. Yeah, with some specifics.
Yeah. Are you still in Fargo, Carol, or you guys moved yet?
Well, remember, they're going to be coming up here in December.
Well, hopefully they're going to try and work that out.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess that is like 2 weeks away, though, or more. So
that'll be fun to meet you guys.
She has time to answer your email.
Leonard, we're in the U.S. We're in Washington State, and we're in Washington. We're northwest Washington. We are about 2.5 hours from the Canadian border, and we are between Seattle and Tacoma. So if that helps.
So anyhow, that's my housekeeping.
Okay.
I do believe, if I read the calendar right, Donna Seba will be at the showcase on Wednesday.
So she'll be our speaker.
We never know what she's going to talk about, but it's always interesting.
And speaking of the showcase, let's tell everybody how they can join in from wherever they are. In the world, anywhere. Just all you got to do is go to psychicspectrum.com and look for Psychic Showcase. Tap on that little link, and it will tell you how to join in. You can go to Zoom video, and Zoom. It's a Zoom webinar, is what it really is.
And it's not archived, so it's live.
It's live.
So if you miss it, you miss it. But it's also 5:30 at night, our time.
5:30
so it might
p.m.
be early in the morning for UK people or something. So it's not feasible for a lot of people, but.
Maybe 2 a.m. in the morning or 2:30 in the morning in the UK, because I think they're either 8 or 9 hours. So if it's 8, it's 1:30 or 2:30.
That would not be worth me getting.
No, it wasn't Allison that said that.
Oh, okay. Well, somebody in Canada.
I don't remember who was in Canada, but it's the wet leaves and the mold and the mildew and that kind of thing on the leaves. So
I'm on daily Claritin now, and it usually kicks in. I kind of was an hour and a half late taking it today, so I'm playing catch up.
Do you know how much that stuff is?
A lot.
A lot to buy.
But it works.
It works. It really does work.
Leonard says it's 9:15 now in the UK.
Okay, so he's 8 hours ahead of us.
Okay.
It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon here.
Yeah. Wow.
So
8 hours. Well,
so it'd be 1:30 in the morning.
So happy dreams when you go to sleep.
Yeah, you're going to bed soon.
Oh, shoot. But anyhow.
So what do you want to talk about? You got a topic you want to talk about?
Breathing. No. I hadn't really thought about it. I thought you usually come up with that stuff, so I didn't really key into it. But I mean, what's on your mind?
Let me see your bottle.
My bottle of what?
Your ice.
Oh.
We found this product. We're both diabetics, so we found this product. It's called ice. And it
Sparkling
is
ice.
Sparkling ice. And it's really good. And they have one that's called Starburst, like the Starburst candy. Mm-hmm. And it tastes just like it. But this is regular ice. And Starburst says Starburst on the top above the word sparkling up here. So anyhow, this stuff is really good. But when you drink it, it makes you want to drink more. It's like it's addictive, yeah.
Oh, addictive, not because it makes you thirsty.
No, it doesn't make you thirsty. It's just like you just want to drink more, but there's nothing in it.
Well,
there's no sugar, no aspartame, no carbs, no nothing. But it's really good.
But there is sucralose.
Mm-hmm.
But I did, and you have to watch that too, I believe. I know, but it's not as bad to me as aspartame. But your body makes that stuff.
Yeah, makes aspartame.
No, makes sucralose.
Or sucralose, yeah.
Also sucrose. Your body makes both.
Yeah.
No, it makes both.
Yeah.
But this is sucralose. But it's still a sugar substitute type thing. So
what does she mean?
She means
Allison says, Skip, I don't know if it's just my phone, but it sounds like your microphone's halfway down your throat.
Yeah. It means you're, I don't know, either loud or muffled.
Loud?
I don't know which.
Am I loud?
You are a little loud, but I thought it was me because I got my hearing aids in today.
Is that better? No, still peaky.
I would think down the throat would be muffled.
There, I think there. That's got to sound better. I think it was
I don't know.
Too loud.
Yeah, that could be. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll find out. She will let us know.
So I pulled it out of my throat.
So anyhow, yeah. So the showcase is Wednesday.
Donna's going to be speaker this week.
Yeah. And it was kind of cool. Last Wednesday, you talked about grace. Remember?
Yeah.
You had a long discussion on grace. And did you say you're from Vancouver? No. Vancouver, Canada is a ways from us. Vancouver, Washington is a good 3 hours from us. Right?
We're 2.5.
We're in between Tacoma and Seattle, Washington.
Northwest Washington.
Yeah.
Don't
you ever wonder why they have a Vancouver, Canada, and a Vancouver, Washington? Why is there two places the same name? I know there's lots of that probably, but I mean, I always wondered about that.
Yeah.
Why did they pick that name of all names?
Leonard says he's got an old friend that's married and left to live in North Bonneville. They say it's such a different life over there compared to the UK. Bonneville.
Where's Bonneville?
The Bonneville Dam.
Oh, over there. Yeah. Well,
Eastern Washington.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of a rural. I mean, I haven't been there for a while, but it was kind of a rural place. I don't know if it's growing up or not.
Yeah.
But that would be different, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and Cynthia's on.
Oh, hi. What's she say? Let's put it on the screen. I just wanted to let you know you were right about my move to Las Vegas.
Oh.
Well, good. So you're going back, or you are back. You're going back. That's good. You'll be back where you are in familiar territory.
I think she liked it there.
Yeah.
Because isn't her family there?
I think so.
Is. Yeah.
That's good.
That's kind of a bittersweet. She's leaving here, but she's going there.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Oh, next week.
But as long as she's happy, that's the most important part.
Yeah. Are you going to be working for the same company?
That's that.
Doing the same job?
I would think so. But, we wish you the best and may you enjoy it.
Did we miss up here?
Oh, I'm sure we did. We just kind of skipped around. But, the talk on grace was kind of cool.
Yeah?
But It's too long to do here,
Oh yeah, too much here for it.
but
But
it was interesting.
This-
I mean, we have some pretty good topics. I enjoy them because even if I hear them more than once, I like them because you always learn something.
yeah,
Loud and distorted, she says.
yeah. That Allison,
Yeah,
loud.
I know. It's Allison.
I did it better now. I turned it down. Is that better?
Oh, she's switching to an easier job. That's nice.
Good.
That's good. Yeah. Okay. That's a cool thing. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
So she's leaving the cold and going to the warm. I would think now, down in Vegas or so, it's probably the 70s or 80s, wouldn't it be?
I would think so.
Would think so. Yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah.
So, coming up this week, like you said, the speaker is going to be Donna Sebo on our Wednesday night psychic showcase.
Yeah.
And at the showcase, let's tell everybody, just in case they're interested, it costs you $7, okay, and you pay it online. And it's the same whether you're in the room with us in person or online. I have a camera that switches and moves around the room so you can see everybody who's talking and this and that. And they can see you because we put you up on the big screen. And we always have a speaker and a topic. Then we have a door prize and a money box. And it's a drawing for you pick the right key, you win the money that's in the box. Every week it adds $5 until the money goes. And there's 200 in there now, right?
Yeah.
So it's $200.
And there's only 12 keys left.
Yeah.
We're getting down there.
Yeah,
Somebody will have a nice Christmas,
Oh yeah.
which is what we like.
But again, we also test your psychic ability with what's in the box.
Can I say something before you move on?
Or as I call it. Oh yeah, go
I
on.
mean, we're the only one I know of. Who else? I'm talking psychic groups here.
Mm-hmm.
Who else takes their money, puts it in a box, and gives it away?
I know.
We're giving away $200 right now.
Yeah.
If somebody gets it, it'll be more down the road. I mean, think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good thing.
Well, I think it is.
I mean, people say we take because we charge at the door, but we give back,
But it is also on our website.
which is what you should do.
On our website, our note of notoriety says, often copied, never duplicated.
Got that right.
There are a couple of other psychic groups, if you want to call it that, out there that do things, and I have to say, often copied, never
Yeah.
duplicated.
But that's kind of a compliment.
Yeah. So, but we do a lot of things. We also have classes. I teach a room class. Sha'ron teaches a Psychic 101 class. We have events that we
says we
have
do
with
better.
speakers and things like that.
It must be your phone. It could be your phone. I mean, is anybody else having trouble with him? I have trouble, but you guys have any trouble with him?
You would sound if it was her phone.
Well, maybe I have a higher voice. So I don't know.
Anyhow, I'll try that.
Yeah. Anyway, we got a minister's class coming up on Saturday
Yeah,
where we're going to indoctrinate. Is that the word?
we're going to
Ministerize.
we're going to ministerize some
That
people.
does sound good.
But we do those kind of things. Make people make people legally a minister, and they can marry, bury, and do all kinds of other functions.
Yeah. Well, in this state, like if you're a Reiki person or a healer,
Yeah.
you have to touch people in that. You got to be a minister. So
Yeah.
So a lot of healers and energy workers do that kind of thing, become ministers. But yeah. So
Oh, and Vicky's on. She says, "Happy
yes, it
holiday
is that time of
from
year.
Oahu, Hawaii."
I was looking at the comments here, and Cynthia, she says, "Thank you for all the help you've given me." You are welcome, but thank you for doing what you needed to do to get to where you are. And she says it's actually cooler there.
In Vegas.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. It's below 40 there. It's in the 30s or 40s itself. I mean, my goodness, I didn't know that it ever got that cold there. That's interesting. Well, make sure you pack your coat then. You might need it.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. But yeah, so, we got the ministers class coming up. You just did a runes class,
Right.
and you had a very good students.
Teach people to read runes.
You had lots of
And
input.
rune
Yeah.
cards and rune stones.
Yeah, I think,
And
she really enjoyed it.
And we also take groups on ghost hunts, UFO watching, Sasquatch watching, in which we've had very positive contact with them.
And by the way, just, because you were going to do that class at the Poodle Dog, and then it didn't work out that way. This was a personal friend that you did the room class for. It wasn't like we had a class. It was a personal friend.
Yeah, that was.
But she was she was very good at it. But it happened to land on, because that one didn't take place. We could say, okay, you want to do it? And she said, yeah, so we did it. So I mean, that's kind of a cool thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway.
But we do lots of different events that other people don't even think of, like putting all of our events except one, which I didn't mention. It's the Talking to the Other Side. It's the first Saturday of the month.
Yeah.
It's only in person. And we've kicked it around about doing it live online.
We have done it online.
Oh, yeah, we have.
When COVID was on and all that. We have kicked it around. We have not finalized anything. I thought we would have by now, but we have not.
But I counted them, and if it's a 5-week month, we have 22 different events that we do, 27 different events that we do every month. Yeah. 22 if it's a 4-week month. So
the extra ones in the summer, like the UFO and the Sasquatch watches, that's extra?
Yeah.
Oh, be darned. And the ghost hunts?
And, well, those are all included in that.
Oh, that's included.
But my point is, there is no other group that does what we do to try and get people to learn about the metaphysical and learn about the paranormal, because that's what we try to do. That's what our whole premise is. So,
well, at this point anyway, who knows what the future holds? But yeah, so that's kind of cool. So, Allison says,
I read it.
I'm coming. Oh, you did. Coming in clear and fine. See, I'm coming in clear and fine.
Allison, I'm going to get really close. Tell me if that works better. Does that help? I mean, I'm not over broadcasting the power here on my microphone, but I'm getting close to it so you guys can maybe hear it. So tell me if that works better.
You're strange.
When you're strange. Anyhow, Karen. Oh, Karen. Do you see Spencer and I'm moving to Idaho?
Oh.
Is there anything about the cat?
They're moving to Idaho. Well, you can still join in, though. That's cool. Okay. Oh, the Idaho, the big country. Oh, no, that's Montana, the big sky, right? That's Montana. But Idaho's close to it. They got lots of open space, right? I'm trying not to sneeze.
I know. I'm sitting here doing it, too. I'm reading it, and I'm trying not to sneeze.
These allergies are terrible. Anyway, moving along. You want to get into the questions?
Yeah, let's
get into the questions.
Back up to the top.
Oh, I forgot my watch, but if we keep it around an hour, it'd be good.
Oh, look here. It's 29 minutes.
Okay.
So I will go to the top here. We'll scroll down.
Okay. First one was Leonard, I think, huh?
It was Leonard, but I don't know where it is. There it is. So we asked him any romantic love reading advice for him.
Yeah, and then he put down there, not in a relationship. So I guess he's wanting to know if he's going to be, I would assume.
Yes.
And you know what happens when you assume, but...
Yeah. Leonard, I think... I hope you can understand me. But I think that you...
Hey, maybe you should try my phone. My mic. Maybe your mic's going bad.
Probably is. Knowing that equipment.
Well, you can't take it over there, but you can take it out of the thing.
Okay, no, I can talk from here.
Okay. That makes a difference, Allison.
Leonard, what I keep seeing is you laughing and joking too much when it comes to relationship. Love relationship I'm talking about. And it's not that you're crazy or weird and stuff like that. It's just that I think it's a nervous thing, and I think you need to come off with more confidence and less of the lighthearted stuff. And I think that would help you. And if you started doing that, I really think that you could find somebody that you could be really kind of attached to by June of next year. So what do you say?
Well, I was really messing with my nose while you were talking, but let me think a minute. I want to read what Leonard wrote, and can you bring him up?
I'm trying to see if my microphone was working. Our computer is really slow.
She would tell you.
Right there. It's on the screen. See?
What?
It's right here.
I know, screen. But he answered something down further, and
he said not in a relationship.
Yes,
right
keep
there.
going. Keep going.
Are you in USA or Canada?
Keep going.
It's 9:15 in the UK now. Do you say you're from Vancouver?
I have an old friend that's married and left to live in North Bonnyville. They say it's... Oh, no, that's not it. Keep going. Okay, maybe that's what I saw, because it was flipping. The thing is flipping around on our end, and we're having trouble keeping it all where it should be. So, okay. So anyway, love life, Leonard.
Romantic love reading.
I do think what you say could be part of it, but I do like your sense of humor. I really do. I would not stop with your sense of humor. Just maybe think you don't have to be on all the time. You can show your serious side and be self-confident enough to know someone's going to like it and not boo-hoo it. Let them see the real you. I think you have kind of a wall that you put up because you don't want them to get really that close yet to know the real you. But if you don't let them in a little further so they can see and feel and learn to love the real you, then it can't ever go anywhere. So don't be afraid to open up and maybe get your heart hurt, because if you never allow your heart to be hurt, you cannot feel love and you can't have a true happy relationship. So, it's like everything else in life. There's two sides of the coin. You got to open up to give love a chance, but at the same time, if it doesn't work out, you got to be okay to finding ways to heal the heart to move on to the next one. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to let them know the real you. Because you are very much worth knowing. You have a great sense of humor, and you see fun in things that some people just, But I love it, because that's the way I am. So, don't ever give up the fun side of you to try to be what you think somebody wants, but allow them to see the real you. See the serious side, the funny side, the sad side, the optimistic side. We are so many sides. Don't be afraid to show them all.
I'm an 8-sided person.
Are you?
No, 16 actually. 16-sided.
Well, there's a few of those I'd like to get rid of.
Yeah. Heidi's got a
but
question.
You take everything.
Heidi's question right there. Any message from my ex-husband Bill? He died September 24th, 2010. I've been thinking of him lately. Bill.
So what's coming up? I mean, I know you're going to answer because he's coming through, but what is the significance of thinking of him now? Is this like an anniversary thing or some special event the two you had that, I'm wondering if that's coming back to her in reference to also, like, did they do something special together in October, November? So anyway, are you connecting?
Heidi, when people pass over, they have to, the first thing they do is they figure out why I'm dead, what happened, how am I getting here, where am I? And even though they know where they're at, they still question all that. And they figure that out. And he has taken just about this long to do that. But you have to remember, you're going to say, it's been a year. Takes a year.
No, 2010. This is that's 14 years later. Wow.
Time
they all go at their own
not
speed.
The same on that side.
That's
time
true.
is different. We have lineal time where it's a minute, an hour, a week, a month, a year, 10 years. Okay, they have time is an instant. And if they want to or get to the point where they need to experience something, it happens for them. Okay, so he's done all of his processing, is what we call it, and he's kind of free to roam, go become a person, his own person again, and be out and around, and like a teenager or a baby growing up to an adult. Anyhow, he's starting to reconnect with you more because he's able to do so, and that's probably why you're thinking of him, because it's kind of a weird thing. He comes to you between 5 and 6 in the morning and 5 and 6 in the afternoon. So if he's been popping in around that time, or you and he can do this in dreams, or when you're awake, but I think that's what I get from him anyhow. And he keeps talking about one of his pointer fingers, the left or the right hand, something about one of his pointer fingers, and he's doing this, like moving it up and down like this. So I don't know what that is, but that's for you to figure out. So anyhow, Anita, or Linda, she says, Anita, my twin spirit who you met, she has cancer again, isn't going to take chemo.
Oh.
So how long does she have left? I heard 6 months, but not as long as a year. My profile picture is of her. You want to see the picture? Does it help you?
Yeah, it might help me. For some reason it does. So.
Oh,
I did see that picture on Facebook, so I already saw that. Yeah.
I keep seeing the number 8, whether it's 8 months or August. However, that's just a window of opportunity for her to go. No psychic can tell you when someone's going to die.
That's true.
And I'll also say that, have I done it? Yes, with my own mother, to the minute. Okay, but that doesn't matter. In general, no psychic can tell you when someone's going to die. It's a contract between that person and God when that person decides to let go.
And they have 5 windows of opportunity, so whichever window she's on, and whether she takes it or not.
So what do you say?
This one she probably will take, because she's not going to do chemo, so she's well, first she's tired. She's tired. Yeah. And I don't know if it'll be 6 months. It could be 6 months. I don't think so. I think it'll be less than 6 months.
Okay.
But you never know. I mean, maybe.
So something significant?
I actually feel 4. But 4 could be when it gets so bad she goes into the hospital or something too. So, I mean, it's not clear to me.
And see, I get 8 months. The number 8, which would be 8 months or August, but it could be that she goes in 4 months at 8 o'clock.
Or it could be 8 weeks. It could be anything.
Yeah, it could be weeks.
Spirit don't tell us because we're not supposed to know.
Right.
Just like nobody knows when they're going to go. I mean, it's like, okay, I'm not going to tell you that because then she'll hear it and she'll think it. No, she might give up the fight when she could have another year.
Yeah.
So Spirit knows what they're doing. So just take the numbers and see where they fall, because it's really going to be up to her and Spirit.
Yeah.
It really is.
So
I'm sorry she's got it again. That's
that's tough.
I wish they could just let us have a cancer for that. I really do. I mean a cure for the cancer. Yeah. Cancer has taken so many lovely people.
Yeah.
It's just right there. If you have nothing else to feel blessed about, if you don't have cancer, say thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is, to this day and age, that is a blessing.
Oh, look, Shaylee joined in.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Back up here, Vicky says my voice. Oh, it's going up again. Karen, do you see Spencer and I moving to Idaho?
Oh, I thought they were going to move. Okay. I didn't read the question right, see. It's, what's new?
I think that you guys will have a fun time there, but in general, okay, it would be easier. I think maybe money-wise, it'll be easier. Living is what I'm referring to. It's more fun because you'll have things to investigate and experience and do. But I think Spencer is really going to miss this area for some reason.
The water.
The water.
The water.
He's just going to have to, it's going to be something he's going to have to deal with.
What when you were talking, and I was reading that question, I think it would be smart to go spend a couple of months over there before you decide to move.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Then you'll find out.
Yeah, and because I think the novelty, to me anyway, the feeling I'm getting about it is maybe the first year or two, but the novelty's going to wear off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think I'd go check it out and stay there for a while, rent a cabin or do something wherever you're going to live or whatever, and then just see if you like being isolated. That's the word I keep thinking. You're not going to have the closeness of things to do and places to go, and
Right.
I would go check it out first before I made a major move.
Yeah.
Maybe more than once. Maybe go in the winter, then in the spring or summer.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely would go in the winter to check it out and just see how it is in wintertime.
Yeah.
Because I think things shut down in winter because they have to.
Vicky says my voice is clearer now. So I turned it down. I took the windscreen off. But here I say I can play clown. Honk, honk.
I wonder why that is, though. It's worked for years.
Vicky
That's
says,
strange.
is there anything about the cat that I care for? Yeah, this sounds weird, and I have never
I
said
see.
this
It says
before.
it sounds a little scratchy.
That was my voice.
Oh.
She says clear enough, but she says, is there anything about the cat I care
I
for?
was going to say, I never heard a cat voice be scratchy.
And I've never said this except maybe once or twice over the years, but your cat that you're caring for does not like the person who owns it.
Oh.
They do not get along. It's like, and it hasn't, this cat has like an attitude like, because of that, I don't like people. I don't trust people, or whatever the case is. It's just kind of, it's not found the right person.
Interesting.
So,
How does the cat feel about Vicky? Because I'm not getting anything on that question.
it's happier, but I will say this, it's also testing you to see if you're a person that he or she wants.
Okay. Elaine says, hi from Prosser. Love my new house. Ah, that's good. I cannot believe I have such a beautiful house. People are very friendly here, too. Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Glad you're happy,
Elaine
Phoebe.
moved from Auburn to Prosser, Washington, in eastern Washington. And it's about half an hour from Tri-Cities. Is that what we said?
I think that's what she said, yeah. I think it's about a half an hour from the
Anyhow,
Tri-Cities.
she got a
But-
brand new house.
Yeah.
And
Starting a whole new life.
she's just moved in, on this last week?
Yeah, last week.
Like about
yeah.
2 or 3 to 4 days ago.
I'm glad. I was a
That's
little,
good.
because that talk about starting all over.
Yeah.
That's a new place, a new everything. I mean,
And
that's cool. I'm
see,
glad you're happy.
Karen and
Spencer,
Spencer should take a look at Prosser, maybe.
why?
Get a brand new house cheap.
Well, that's nothing like Idaho.
No. But if they want to move, it's a move.
To me, that doesn't even make sense. But I don't think like you. So
Hey, when you're open to move, you're open to move, period. Wherever you go.
well, I would have to understand why they're going to Idaho in the first place, what they're looking for, what they want to experience. What they're trying to get away from. But maybe they want to get out of Washington. So
Yeah.
Prosser wouldn't do that.
So
So
to get away from the taxes and the other crap.
yeah. I mean, but I definitely would go check it out. I'd stay there and see if I really am in tune with it. Because
I wonder if Idaho's tax.
places look good, but when you get there, you go, I don't know.
Does Idaho tax Social Security?
I think everywhere does, don't they?
No.
Really?
No.
Oh,
there's a
I
lot
don't
of
know
states
about that.
don't.
No, I don't know about that. I can't see the government not taking it when they
It's
can.
the states that tax or don't tax. They don't tax us here in Washington.
I couldn't tell you. I don't keep up on that stuff. That's not in my wheelhouse. But anyway, I'm glad she's having a good time.
Okay, V. Want to read that one?
Well, it just says any message the spirit has for me. See, that's a general question again. But we'll see. Are you getting anything?
V, it feels to me like you're doing better. Somewhat better. Okay? But there are some, you're going to see some rumblings and where you're around your work and changes coming, but they're going to be like subtle changes, and keep watching for those, because there's going to be an opportunity in there for you, but I'm not so sure you're going to recognize it in time. So just look for things changing, and then people find out afterwards. That's what I'm calling rumblings about changes, and it's like, I wish I'd have known about that. So there's some way you got to figure out who you can talk to, or how you can find out when things are changing. But that's down the road, maybe about 2 to 3 months for you. But you're going to see these things happening. They're making changes quietly behind the scenes as much as they can. So
Okay.
Let's see. There.
Allison says, Skip, about a month ago you said Deb wanted to talk to me. What does she want to tell me?
Ooh, I don't remember that at all.
I don't even know who Deb is. Is she here or is she on the other side? I mean, clarification there, Allison. Clarification.
Yeah, I don't.
Valerie says, hi, Skip and Sha'ron.
Oh,
Hello,
hey.
Valerie. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Heidi says, no, just been thinking of him a lot lately.
He's putting the thoughts in your head.
You know, I have,
He's letting you know.
until I go to the other side, I'll not know for sure, but I have heard that when you do go over and you do your processing and all that, there's a time before they say, okay, it's okay, you can go back and check things out.
Yeah.
But in reference to that, I also know there are people who have just crossed over and then they come back and people see them. So I don't know.
Oh, sure, that happens.
I mean, there must be circumstances that are different for different situations.
There are some limitations on it.
Apparently. So to me, it feels like he just got to where he can start being around her. And because of that, he puts his name into her mind. She starts thinking about him.
Right.
Maybe memories are coming through or whatever. So, I mean, to me, it's a good thing. It's like, hey, I am here. I'm fine. I've done my work. And that could be all there is to it. Because that's what I'm getting. But as far as this Deb thing, you're going to have to be more clear. More clarification needed. Linda says, of course, it's her choice. Yes, that's right. And then Linda says, I know, I just got 6 months. Okay, and it very well could be, Sweet Pea. It doesn't mean you're wrong and we're right, or we're right and you're wrong. It doesn't, nothing like that. Is it Chelsea?
Shaylee.
Shaylee. Shaylee. I know Shaylee is now. Okay. Yeah. I got July, which I just realized is 8 months. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. I didn't know there was 5 windows, Linda says. Okay. Yeah. So JM says Prosser is a great place, lots of vineyards and an outstanding medical facility. Yakamaniacs often go there for health care. That's good to know.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Okay. And Shaylee also says Idaho is okay. I lived there for 10 years. All right. Well, there you go. So maybe they will like it. Although Spencer was a fisherman. So that could be he either loves the sea or he's tired of it and you don't want to ever see water again. You know, it could be either way. So,
or it doesn't mean anything to him.
It could be, yeah. So I mean, that's going to be a personal preference there.
So there's your answer, Spencer, right there, Shaylee. She says it's okay.
Well, why is that his answer?
It's because it's okay. That's not.
Well, it was okay for her.
For you,
it was okay for her. It doesn't mean it's okay for them.
So
or not okay for them.
So what you said, go check it out.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah, I mean, I definitely would check it out. I'd stay there for a week or two, or maybe a month, and just see what goes on and how it feels and the energy and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then Shaylee says sunflowers. Okay. Valerie says anything coming through for me.
Oh.
What does the sunflowers mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
But it's...
Oh, maybe it has to deal with Idaho. That could be.
Or spring?
I don't know.
Or happy?
Well,
summer?
Clarification. We need clarification.
I've never got sunflowers before, have we?
I don't think so.
Different.
I don't remember that. No, but I like, sunflowers are not my favorite flower, but I like them. I mean, they're pretty. Did you know that that night that they turn towards each other to sleep?
No.
Yeah. I read that.
What if they're the only one planted?
I don't know what they do then.
They stay up all night like this.
I don't know, but what if one gets a divorce?
What if somebody eats one?
You could go all over it.
The seeds.
I just thought it was a sweet thing that they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe the person who wrote that's that's what I read. I did not know that. I thought that's kind of cool.
Oh, Spencer said I missed something, but heard you mentioned fishing and me.
Oh, we were just saying that if you went to Idaho, the water, the ocean would not be there.
Yeah, you said he might miss the water.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know they have lakes over there, and you can fish if you like to fish.
Yeah.
But
Rivers,
anyway,
lakes.
Yeah, lots of lakes. Yeah. But anyway,
Back to V. Anything coming, not V, Valerie.
Yeah.
Anything coming through for me? This is going to sound a little weird, Valerie, how I put this, but you need to practice a little bit of grounding, okay? And all grounding is realizing and be present in the physical, okay? And don't be out too much wandering around with your mind around the universe about stuff. Be a little more present in the physical. And and I don't mean to say this as a job. It could be. What I'm seeing in getting is that you need to find something to sink your teeth into. Whether you get paid for it or not, that's a whole different thing. But you need to find something to sink your teeth into, a hobby, a job, some kind of work that you just do, like you make pottery for everybody you know, or whatever the case. But there's something to sink your teeth into. It feels to me like you lack a commitment on a direction or
she goes for it, then she talks herself out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's afraid to move forward.
Yes.
Or to make that commitment to move forward, I'll say.
That's what it
more
feels
so
like.
than afraid.
And then,
Mercury retrograde's coming up.
Yeah.
November 25th through December 15th. I know Doug said the 14th, but I looked and it was the 15th. And for some reason, when I looked at Valerie's name, I heard Alaska. So I'm wondering if something is going to come back around in reference to Alaska for her. So I would be aware of that and be ready for it.
Did she live in Alaska?
I think she did at one time, but that's not why I thought of Alaska. I just heard the word the minute I looked at her name. And then I remembered, I think she used to have some connection to Alaska up there. So.
Okay. Angie, she says, hey both, will I meet Samuel's family next year? Yes.
Maybe.
If you keep pushing it. You keep bringing it up. I don't know why, but he's shy. He's bashful about it. He has some kind of a reason for not having it happen yet. Maybe he's embarrassed of his family or whatever. I don't know. But there's some reason, and you need to talk about this, because that's going to be something that, if you're going to stay together, it's going to be a kind of like a little thorn in your side.
I was going to say, before anything goes any further, I would meet the family.
Yeah.
And if you're not allowed to meet the family or keeps giving you excuses, then I would want to know the answer why.
Right.
So if that is something that's bothering you, and I think it would bother me if I couldn't meet the family, whatever the reason was, you can always do a phone conversation if nothing else, or a Zoom, but you can meet the family. Yeah. So if there's a reason that they're telling you, or he's telling you can't, then you need to get that settled in your mind and his too, of what you're going to do about it, because before I go any further, I want to know why.
Maybe the current wife is around the family, and if he brings her in,
then she needs to know that
secret would come out. So yeah, I'm joking about that, but you never know.
Don't say things like that, because they don't hear the joking part.
No, I was going to say I'm joking about it, but there's some kind of reason like that.
Yeah,
it's like
you're
need
really
to get
loud
to the
now.
core of it. I'm loud?
To me you are, but maybe that's because you're sitting next to me.
Yeah, turn your earphones
Oh, thank
down.
you very much.
There.
Okay, so yeah, that might be better. But to answer that question, I would say my answer is that, because before it goes any further, I would want to know why I haven't and why I can't, and because there's so many ways now with technology you can meet the family.
Mm-hmm.
So there's my answer.
Vicky says, thank you for answering the question. Vicky, you're welcome. Anytime.
Shaylee said, I just thought of sunflowers and wanted to share that. Oh, okay.
Oh.
And it
cool.
also, I'd forgotten, but yes, a sunflower will actually turn and face the sun. It goes it follows the sun. Kind of weird. It's got a mind of its own. I know it moves in the direction of the sun, like Shaylee says there too.
Well, the sun wouldn't go 360; it would just go across.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, because night would be at one point. Yeah, but I find that kind of cool.
FF says, is Emmanuel planning to get me a gift for my birthday?
Back to Emmanuel.
You need to sit that boy down and have a serious heart-to-heart talk with him about the facts of what's going on between the two of you and whether it's going anywhere. And seriously, and that is the whole crux of
it doesn't matter
finding someone else or you sticking with this person.
Yeah, I mean, what is the reason he's the one that you're fixated on? I mean, there's others out there. If he makes you question all those things, then maybe he's not the one. But is he giving you a gift? Who knows? I'm not getting a yay or a nay because for some reason there's a block up there around Emmanuel. Whether he's put a block between you and him or a block between the world and like he doesn't want the world to know what's going on, that kind of block. Mm-hmm. He's got a block around him, and I cannot answer that.
I have a feeling of he's too
secretive.
Private.
He's secretive. He's
private.
Very secretive.
Yeah.
And I'd like to know why. Or maybe I don't want to know why. But I mean, if I was involved with him, there would be no secretive in my being involved with him because I'd have to know everything. Because you have a right to. I mean, if you're going to get into a personal relationship, he should know everything about her and she should know everything about him, good and bad.
Yeah.
Because you cannot move forward in a committed relationship wondering.
Right.
You just can't.
Shaylee says the Snake River is really nice.
I bet it is. I've heard that.
That's the one Evel Knievel jumped over.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Allison says, you said a lady named Deb or Deborah needs to talk to me. She has something to say that will trigger some good things for me. Thoughts and how I practice things. Okay. So the question was what? What about Deborah?
What did Debbie have to tell her? That was the question.
I don't know. Just
good
things and thoughts that will trigger.
This is a good example of what you said. Now, fate could have stepped in and said, no, she don't need to meet her. Or maybe she didn't go out on the day she should have or talk to this person at the right time to be able to get that information. Mm-hmm. That's where free will and free choice come in. So just because it's like a reading, it's not written in stone. So you saying that kind of thing, there's all kinds of free will and free choice opportunities out there that could have made that whole situation never happen.
True.
I mean, so we don't remember what you said. No, I don't.
I honestly don't.
Because if I did, I would tell you. But
if that's what I said, then that's what you need to look for in Deb or Deborah.
Yeah, and maybe
tell you. I can't tell you that.
And it could be it hasn't happened yet. Timing could be off.
I'm sure it hasn't.
So I mean, it could be as simple as you haven't met her. When you do, you're going to know exactly what it is that she's supposed to tell you.
Pay attention to people around you. And hear the name, see it on a name tag.
I mean, that's not a cop-out either, saying that we can't remember. But, I mean, it's so true. People think, okay, why hasn't it happened yet? Yeah. I waited 7 years for something to happen, that Skip told me. Mm-hmm. So timing is everything. So don't give up on the name Deb or Deborah, because it still could be coming around the corner. But what she had to say, we don't know.
Spencer says he only misses the ocean on days that end with
Well, see, that's the part with if they go inland. I think he needs to do it to see how much he would miss it. It might surprise him. Then again, he might say, this might be a good place to go to every so often, but I don't know if I could live here 24/7. 365 days a year. So to me, it's something you need to check out before you make the big move. Yeah. But I think they would enjoy it as far as what Idaho has to offer and what they could do. But why not be in both places if you can afford it? You know,
Yeah.
why do you have to make a choice? Enjoy both.
Now, here's a good question from Vicky. She says, I had a lot of family and friends pass during holiday time. Would anybody like me to know something? I have been sitting here trying to connect with somebody. I see a woman who is about your height, a little heavier than you, and she just sits there and smiles. And the same kind of smile that you have. But she sits there and smiles, and it's like she's just watching you. She's just interested, and she may have been a good friend or close to you when she was here, or like a mom or something. But she is just, it's almost like I could say she's you when you get old.
Maybe it's her mom or her grandma. Who knows? I mean, if it looks like her and...
But there's no interaction with me, just letting me see her. So
we're not going to know.
no, not now. And she's private like you are.
Do you see her in light pink?
This lady, yes.
Light pink and blonde hair?
Yes.
Or light colored hair? Looks blonde to me.
She's in light pink, clothing-wise,
yes.
and around her is
yes.
pink.
Okay.
And
I'm seeing her too.
in the old-fashioned oval picture. The long, tall, oval picture.
To me, that makes me think she's either a grandmother or a great-grandmother, to me, being the oval picture. Nice lady, though. Mm-hmm. Very loving.
Valerie says, thank you, makes total sense. And Shaylee says, when does Daniel get to come home? May. There's something about May. Just feels like May. There's some significance about the word May and him coming home. Whether it's a dog getting released from the vet, whether it's your lover
coming home,
or soldier or
seaman,
whatever, there's something about the word May.
Now, is it May 2025 or May 2026? Or is it just May?
Or is it May who processes the papers? Somebody named May. I don't know, but I get the word May. So I hope that gives a little definition. Angie says, is he embarrassed of me because we're different religions?
See, she needs to sit down and talk with the boy. Those are all questions you need to ask him and see how he reacts to them and what answers he gives you. Because if that is what you're thinking, well then, how can that go anywhere? If you're not allowed to meet the family and or he doesn't want to take you around the family, no. You are good enough to meet the family, and you're good enough for him to stand up for you for. So those are questions, and I on purpose am not going to answer that because I want her to ask the question.
Mm-hmm.
You need to stand up and ask the question and say, is this the issue? What's the problem? I mean, you can answer it if you want, but I'm not going to answer it because I think she needs to do it herself.
I think that's part of the whole thing.
It very well could be, but I'm not going to say yay or nay.
I think it's a significant part of it, but it's part of it. There's other things too.
And if you're feeling that, then there must be some truth to it. So
yeah,
I would sit him down and have that long talk that nobody likes to do, but needs to do to clear the air and to make sure you know where you stand.
Yeah. And Cindy says, I'm late to the show, but I'll watch the whole show later. All right. And then Valerie says, Alaska is definitely pulling me back.
Well, I think during Mercury retrograde, if there's going to be something that's going to go on that you're going to have to deal with in that arena. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's going to come up again.
You know, what's funny is, and I'm being honest with you guys, Alaska's got some cool things. And it'd be a great place to visit. More than once, for sure. But I cannot see anybody saying, I want to live in Alaska. And even people I've known who lived there said, I'm glad I got out of there. And it doesn't mean it's bad. It's
but
just
there's the ones who love it.
But your window of life seems to be always so small or collapsed because of the weather. The daylight, if you're in that area where you have no light, no daylight for 60 days.
But see, that's what makes the world a great place. Not everybody's like you.
I know.
And we're not like everybody else. So, I mean, some people love it.
Yeah.
And I think Valerie lived up there, if I remember right. I mean, she must know.
Yeah.
There must have been something up there that she liked.
Oh, yeah.
So that's cool.
Shaylee says he's in another relationship of some sort. Is she wearing a red dress?
Wearing a red? Where'd you get that?
Right down here.
Oh.
I don't know what they would be wearing.
Okay, she lost me.
Is somebody coming back? What's his name? Began with a D, I think.
Daniel? Or was it the thing about Debbie? I'm confused.
I was okay.
Sunflower, just bought some sunflowers.
Snake River.
Oh, when's Daniel coming home? Just down there. That's Shaylee down there. Then we go.
He's in another relationship of some sort.
Oh, coming home. Okay.
Is she a...
Well, in May, I guess, in May then will probably be when she'll receive an answer or know something more. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's, you say a relationship of some sort. Yeah, I agree.
A relationship is a relationship.
It's some sort. Yeah, it's not...
Just means you're not the number one and the only one.
Right now. And it's not going to last. But if he does come back, you need to lay down the rules. You need to explain them and tell them what the law is. Period. And that's it. She
can do that all she wants, and it's up to him whether he
adheres to it. Then she'll know for sure.
Well, yeah, she needs... There's that long talk again.
Right.
You need to say, listen, this is the way I see it. This is what's going on, and I don't like it, and it ain't going to happen with me being part of it.
Allison says she is my cousin that died of cancer. Who? Oh, Deb? Oh, no. I wasn't talking about a dead or someone who's passed, Deb. This is someone who's still on this side.
Okay, so... okay, because she's probably wondering how can I meet her if it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
Okay, no, it feels like it's on this side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the Debbie she was talking about, was she talking about the one that died of cancer? Did you say Debbie has something to tell her?
There's something that's gonna spark her or light up her...
No. I'm saying, clarification, is the Debbie the cousin that passed from cancer that wanted to tell her something, and if so, what? Or is it the Debbie that you say is on this side that could tell her information that is good for her that maybe she hasn't met yet?
Yes, that one.
So the Debbie that died of cancer is not the one you're making reference to?
Correct. Not the one.
Was he making reference to the one who died of cancer when he gave that statement? I'm trying to find clarity here. Because I'm thinking it was.
I'm not sure. But right now, I can say that window probably is passed.
Okay.
But I want to say that you need to pay attention to Deb or Debbie because she may end up coming through that way because the time is
I was going to say, what they're giving me in my head is she's going to try another approach. So she might use the same name, Deb or Debbie, but it's going to be on this side. That's how Deborah on the other side is going to get the message across to her from a person on this side. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Now, that sounds like a cop-out, too, but it's not. That's what I felt.
It's on this side.
Okay.
And, then she's trying to explain it there, so.
Okay.
Anyhow, Daly says she lived in Alaska,
Oh,
too.
cool. See, I think Alaska's pretty. I think I would like to go. The winters are what gets me. They're really cold winters. I'm not a cold person, winter person, so maybe I wouldn't. But summer, I think I'd enjoy Alaska.
Now, I don't understand what Shaylee wrote here. She says the spirit you saw, then you guys said pink, though.
No, the pink person that we saw was for Vicky.
Yes.
That wasn't for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was for Vicky.
Mm-hmm. So, Scorpio said, I had asked you if Father was any messages from Spirit, and then you replied with Deb. Are we living in an altered state today?
No, we got that straightened out.
Okay.
Shaylee says, I saw the woman in a red dress. I understand. No, it was pink around her, and she was wearing pink.
Yeah, and that was for Vicky.
That was for Vicky, yes.
Yeah.
So, okay, we are at our time limit for today, guys.
And my nose is finally, my Claritin's, I think, catching up with my nose. It's calming down.
So it's time for us to. Okay, thank you for the applause. We appreciate it. So it's also time for what?
My jokes. Before we leave.
That didn't sound good. Let's do that again.
Oh, please.
Play.
You got it on pause.
It's time for Sha'ron's Joke of the Week.
Okay, so let's hear the.
Oh, I thought it was raining really hard out there. This is a weird day.
Wow, we're both on different time. You know,
Lord.
on the 30th of this month, it'll be our 50th anniversary. But you think with being together this long, we'd be on the same page?
Oh my
But
goodness.
we're out here in different time frames.
Oh, that's just strange. Anyway.
So
I guess we're going to be on the air on that day, huh? We're going to do KKNW at 10 o'clock, the Matt's and Mitchell show, and then I guess we might as well do our show too.
I guess.
Yeah.
Then go do our
Yeah,
stuff.
and then go do something.
All right. So.
Okay. I just realized the other day, people who take care of chickens are literally chicken tenders. Did you know that? I mean, that just dawned on me.
That's a good one.
Yeah. You know?
They really like that one. Listen to that. They're going on and on and on. My God, chicken tenders.
Oh my
I think it's Chick-fil-A people.
Oh, shoot. What do you think that people call a mobster who's buried in cement?
A mobster who buried in cement.
Mm-hmm.
A hard case to crack?
A hardened criminal.
Hardened criminal.
Yeah, hardened criminal.
Yeah.
And I want to leave you with this little bit of
she's
advice.
going to leave me.
I'm going to leave you with a little piece of advice. You cannot believe everything you hear, but you can repeat it. Just so you know.
Say that again.
You can't believe everything you hear, but you can repeat it. That's where gossip comes from.
Yeah. Really get a little clap from these guys.
That's it, kids.
Okay, what's the last three comments? Shaylee says, yay, congratulations. And JM, smiley, laughing faces, and Crystal, a heart. Well, Crystal,
she came in late, she said.
Yeah, I forgot to read that.
Oh, yeah, she said, I'm catching up time on chat.
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay. You came in, so you acknowledged, and we acknowledged, and that's a cool thing.
That's right.
And I'm glad we got through that Betty thing.
Who's on third?
Let us know how it goes.
Who's on third? All right, guys, join us on a Wednesday night on our Psychic Showcase. But also, you get a free psychic reading from one of the panelists.
And I always send you a picture of it, so you have it to look at.
But as our theme song says,
oh, wonderful rules. Love you, Daddy and Mom.
you guys have a good one. We'll see you Saturday.
Stay warm.